What's going on, everybody? It is your boy Dylan Matthews back at it again with another hometown take. Today I am breaking down another potential Atlanta Falcons draftee. I'm going to tell you who right after this. Make sure you like this video, comment your thoughts, and subscribe to the channel. We are still on the road to 1K subs, and we're getting closer and closer thanks to you guys. I appreciate y'all. I am literally almost 100 subs away. I think I'm 107. Last time I checked, that number could have changed by now. But as it stands right now, I am 107 subs away from monetization. So please, if you have not subscribed already. And if you subscribed, thank you. I appreciate you. All right, let's get on with the video today. I'm talking about if the Atlanta Falcons should draft Penei Sewell, left tackle out of Oregon. This dude is big, and he is already being talked about as potentially one of the next great left tackles to play in the NFL. Yes, he's getting that high of praise already. People really making it sound like this is a can't miss dude. People are comparing him to Orlando Pace, the great left tackle, and him. So you like to hear those type of comparisons already. So I'm going to tell you a little bit about Penei Sewell, and I'm going to give you some of the words that Daniel Jeremiah, NFL scouting person for NFL.com, and I'm going to let you know what he has to say about Daniel Jeremiah. So let's see. Daniel Jeremiah says that what he likes from Penei Sewell is that he has ideal size, quickness, and power for the position in the passing game. He's quick out of his stance. He does a nice job staying square against his opponent. He's a knee bender and rarely lunges or loses his balance. He has extremely strong hands to lock on and steer edge rushers. He's very aware versus games and stunts, and if he's free, he looks for nasty knockdowns. That's the key word. He looks for nasty knockdowns. The key word in that is nasty. What do your offensive linemen need to be? They need to be nasty. Y'all want to know something? Y'all want to know why Michael Turner was so successful in Atlanta? He was pretty big. He was probably one of the biggest, but was he one of the fastest? No. Was he one of the most elusive? No. Was he going to juke you out your shoes? No. But he had offensive linemen in Todd McClure, and I can't remember the other names right about now, but we had some nasty offensive linemen when we had Michael Turner. That's why Michael Turner was able to be successful. That's why the Atlanta Falcons were successful those years, those beginning years of Matt Ryan, Roddy White, when we had Julio in his beginning years, Michael Turner, and the rest of that team, Harry Douglas as well. Shout out to the boy Harry Douglas. That's why we were successful on those teams, because we had nasty players and we had nasty offensive linemen, most importantly. I want my offensive linemen to be in that game. I want them to be nasty. I want them to be ready to hit you in the mouth and not help you up. I want my offense to be a little bit scrappy. Not too over the edge where they're causing too many penalties, but I want my offensive linemen to be scrappy. I want them to look for those nasty knockdowns. I want them to be ready to hit you in the mouth anytime possible. That's what I want out of offensive linemen. I want scrappy, nasty offensive linemen. And if he's saying that, if Penei Sewell is bringing that nasty, I want him on my team, point blank, period. All right, let's hear some more about what NFL analyst and NFL scout Daniel Jeremiah had to say about Penei Sewell. So he says in the run game, Sewell consistently, and by the way, this is still what he likes. Daniel Jeremiah says in the run game, Sewell consistently gets underneath defenders, uproots, and moves them off the line of scrimmage. He excels when he's pulling or working up to the second level, and he gets there in a hurry. The 2019 Outland Trophy winner, which is the trophy for the best interior lineman, also collects plenty of knockdowns against second and third level defenders. He's effective on combo blocks too, with working with the guard. I love his overall demeanor and toughness. So that is good. He has good demeanor. He has good toughness. He is the right height and weight for the position at 6'6", 330 pounds, which are the Oregon measurements for him. He's got it. He's got the nastiness. He's got the toughness. Sounds like he's got the footwork. So a lot of good stuff coming out of Penei Sewell. But just like any prospect in the NFL, there's things he needs to work on. So these are the things he needs to improve on, according to Daniel Jeremiah. He says there aren't many flaws in Sewell's game. He's had a very good battle against the talented Auburn defensive line in his last year's season opener, winning in the majority of his one-on-one matchups. However, Derrick Brown, the 7th overall pick in this year's draft, did beat him a couple of times on those plays. Sewell's hands were too wide, and Brown was able to get control of Sewell's chest to knock him back. Outside of those couple plays, though, his hand placement was excellent. That's about all I can criticize in his play. He was solid in every other area at this position. That's it. Feet were good. Gets in and out of the stance quickly. He's gonna explode and hit those defensive linemen in the chest and knock them back instead of getting knocked back. He's nasty, big, strong. Just a few couple of times he messed up with his hands, but other than that, his hand placement is excellent. Sounds like a can't miss guy to me. Sounds like a guy I want on my team. Sounds like a guy I want at my left tackle position. That's it. Period. So the biggest takeaways, according to Daniel Jeremiah for Penei Sewell, are he says his favorite play from the 3 games he studied was an interception thrown by Herbert in the first quarter against USC. Why? Well, Sewell began the play by recognizing a zone pressure. The edge rush over his face dropped into coverage. Sewell immediately realized he was freed up and collected a decleating knockdown on another rusher after the ball was picked off by Trojan safety Isaiah Palamao. Sewell closed the space, broke down, and made a textbook tackle. This play showed off his awareness, toughness, and athleticism, and he loved it. He's smart. He has awareness. Realized that, oh snap, the edge rusher dropped back into coverage. They, had some outside kind of disguise going on. I need to go find somebody, make sure to go hit him because his play could go wrong. It did. He made the tackle and prevented a pick 6. Smart. He's got it up here, and he's got the physical attributes as well. I'm loving Penei Sewell the more and more I read about him, y'all. Lastly, from Daniel Jeremiah, he says, this is who Penei Sewell reminds Daniel Jeremiah. He says, Taylor Lewan coming out of Michigan, both of them have ideal frames with play with a nasty temperament. Sewell plays with more power, while Lewan was a little more athletic, adjusting in space. Lewan has proven to be one of the league's best offensive tackles when he's dialed in and focused, making the Pro Bowl in 3 of his 6 seasons. I see the same potential for Sewell. If we get a Taylor Lewan type of dude, we could at left tackle for a minute, y'all. Y'all know how good Taylor Lewan is in Tennessee. Y'all know how effective he makes that running game in Tennessee. And guess who we just got from the Tennessee Titans? Oh, that's right. Their offensive coordinator is now our head coach. How about that? He'll see the potential in Penei Sewell. He'll see that Taylor Lewan in Penei Sewell. So, this is a realistic pick, guys. So, when y'all hear Penei Sewell's name called for the 4th overall pick, y'all heard it here first. Okay. The thing about this is, will he be there? He might not be there because we don't know what the Jets are going to do. The New York Jets could very well pick up Penei Sewell with the number 2 overall pick. I think it's pretty safe to say that the Jaguars are going Trevor Lawrence with number 1. Number 2 is up in the air. We don't know what the Jets are going to do. Are they going to look for a quarterback? Do they still believe in Sam Darnold? And even if they don't believe in Sam Darnold, are they going to trade for Matthew Stafford? Deshaun Watson? A lot of reports are coming out that he wants to go to New York. So if they have a quarterback, they're going to want an offensive lineman to protect him. So there you go. Or if they get a quarterback, are they going to want a weapon in the draft instead of an offensive lineman? The Jets could literally do anything, and it makes sense for them because they have so many holes and so many needs. So, depending on what the Jets do, he might be gone. Also, there's more. Miami is probably going to get Penei Sewell as well. So we might see something where the Falcons might have to trade up to get Penei Sewell, because I'm pretty sure that if the Jets don't pick Penei Sewell, there's a good chance, a very, very good chance, that the Dolphins could draft Penei Sewell, because they got Tua, and if they're not going to have Tua, it's probably because we're going to have Deshaun Watson, who, you know, one of the destinations is New York for Deshaun, and another one is Miami. One of the two. Either way, the Dolphins are going to go quarterback. So will they go maybe wide receiver, or will they go Penei Sewell? I see it one of two ways there. So will Penei Sewell fall to us? Maybe not. There's a chance he might not even be there for us. We will find out. But if he does, Falcons, go draft him. I wouldn't even be mad if the Falcons traded up to get Penei Sewell, because that's the kind of potential this guy has. He can be a cornerstone for your offensive line and your offense overall for the next decade. Yes, that long. That's the kind of potential he has. So, Falcons fans, if you hear Penei Sewell, don't be mad. We got lucky. I know some people are like, we need to get Justin Fields, we need to get a quarterback, this, that, and the third. Our offensive line needs to be great too, guys, because whoever back there throwing the ball, their blind side needs to be protected. And Penei Sewell is going to protect it. Okay? So, make sure you guys like this video. Comment your thoughts. Tell me who you think the Atlanta Falcons are going to draft at for. Who they should draft at for. Should they trade up for Penei Sewell? Let me know. And make sure you subscribe to this video as well. One last thing before I sign off. How would it work? Because we do have a left tackle currently who's alright in Jake Matthews. Jake going to have to move. He either going to move to left guard and shore up that spot, or he gonna have to move to right tackle, because I'm putting Penei Sewell in my left tackle position, period. That's it. I could see it as we could either put Jake at left guard, Hennessy in the middle, and then McGarry and Lindstrom run the right side. Or if you want to put Jake at right tackle, slide McGarry and Lindstrom over, so you can keep Lindstrom at guard and maybe put McGarry at left guard and then Penei Sewell left tackle. Run it that way. But either way it goes, Jake Matthews gonna have to move. And that's on period. And that's okay, because he can thrive in another position. He's done alright at left tackle. He can do real good at other. Either way it goes, Jake Matthews gonna have to move. Whether it's right tackle, left guard, he gonna have to go somewhere. But that's okay. He was pretty good at left tackle. He could thrive in another position like guard or right tackle. So they'll be all good. Either way it goes, Jake Matthews gonna have to move. And Penei Sewell is gonna be my left tackle if the Falcons draft him. Now, make sure you guys like this video, comment your thoughts, and subscribe to the channel. Until I talk to y'all next time, peace.